When Laurie and Brian Winters held their wedding reception at Sylvania's Olander Park in 1981, the guest list read like a who's who of distinguished faculty members from the University of Toledo. The director of the honors program, Jim Larson, was there, as was art history professor Carol Eloyan. So too philosophy professor, the late Ernest Dewey. French professor Tim Scanlon participated, as did English prof John Boning. The late philosophy professor Tom Mayberry, credited by Brian as being the most important intellectual influence in his career, was all smiles, as was now retired French professor Andy Chermak, the man who introduced Brian to the former Laura Grease on the back terrace of the Student Union. That A-list of attendees, which included art prof Peter Aloyan, signals something very special about the couple, the inaugural recipients of Toledo's College of Arts and Letters Outstanding Alumni Award. Laurie, a 1981 magna cum laude graduate in art history and French, is executive director and CEO of the Museum of Wisconsin Art, which is considered to be one of the top regional art museums in the country. She is also founding president and executive director of the Art Consortium, a think tank of U.S. and European art museums, foundations, and galleries that stimulates collaboration in global thinking. Listed in Best Lawyers in America since 2005, Brian earned a master's degree in philosophy in 1981 and another master's in economics in 1989, before graduating from Yale's Law School, and is a partner in the law firm of Quarles & Brady, which has 475 attorneys and offices in 10 U.S. cities. Together, the Milwaukee, Wisconsin-based couple exemplify our finest graduates in the arts and letters. A Fulbright Hays Grant recipient to France who earned a master's in art history at Michigan and an MBA from Alverno College, Laurie spent 15 years at the Milwaukee Art Museum, most notably as its director of exhibitions and publications and as its curator of European art. Laurie conceived and organized the exhibition Leonardo da Vinci and the Splendor of Poland for that venerable institution. A 4-year project that brought masterpieces from museums around Poland, including Da Vinci's priceless work, Lady with an Ermine, to Milwaukee, Houston, and San Francisco. Attended by more than 150,000, which is still a record for the Milwaukee Museum, it also brought Laurie the Cavalier's Cross of the Order of Merit from the Republic of Poland in recognition of her efforts. Laurie soon found herself featured in the New York Times for conceiving and organizing the exhibition Biedermeier, The Invention of Simplicity, which was first shown in Milwaukee before traveling to museums in Vienna and Berlin, and finally to the Louvre in Paris. Equally accomplished, but in a different realm, Laurie's husband came to UT from Cornell, where he majored in economics and graduated with distinction in all subjects. An expert in public utility regulation and antitrust law, Brian's career has seen him spearhead state regulatory approvals for the $9 billion merger of two utility holding companies, handle approvals for the nearly $1 billion sale of a nuclear power plant, and spend some 15 years getting approvals and handling appeals for a multi-billion-dollar utility construction program, which included the largest single construction project in the history of the state of Wisconsin. Shining stars individually, even better as a couple, Laurie and Brian Winters are the College of Arts and Letters Outstanding Alumni Awardees in 2016.